Hey everybody, it's Dan from the Outdoor Trade Show Network. It's Sunday night. It's time for We Care You Matter. I got two guests tonight. I got Duffy, and we're going to talk about the 19th annual Capital City Muskie School. And then Mike's over there. He's waiting. Mike's going to critique, and Mike's keeping an eye on us for a bit. He's going to talk about the Milwaukee Muskie Expo, which comes up starting Friday. So with that, and I got this just popped up here. So I'm going to tap on that. And then Duffy, you're going to go ahead and you're going to talk to everybody about... Where are you at on registrations right now? Are you just about full? You guys are usually really close.
No, we're significantly ahead of where we were last year. So we're looking for maybe a record enrollment. Our record enrollment a couple of years ago was 285. And
Okay.
we capped the school at 300 people.
Okay.
So
I know you had a cap on it. So
the other thing we have is it's our regular classroom classes. You got a high school classroom that's designed for 30 high school kids. Most of the guys coming to the Muskie School don't fit real well into high school size stuff.
Right.
So we're going to limit that to 25 people in a regular classroom. So bear with me on that. I'm going to go through a whole litany of things, and then if people have a question, doing that live here will work out real well, or contact me at a later time. That works
get a
too.
hold of Duffy. Right.
Yeah.
Or get a hold of us here. We'll make sure that their questions get answered.
Yeah.
So with that, you want to explain to everybody? I know we do this every year.
Myself, Jeff Crandall, and Steve Reinstra, for the 19th year, are putting on the Capital City Muskie School. We've been doing this long enough where one of these days we're going to do it right. That's a joke. We get that done, and there's a logo for the Capital City chapter. It really is a unique day, and there are other people that do things, they call them schools with muskie fishing, but nobody does what we do the way we do it. We have 34 classes in one day. You're going to have to, if you're not registered already, you've got to pick 3 of those classes. And it's a pretty interesting process. It's going to be on March 14th. It's at Waunakee High School in Waunakee, Wisconsin. It is open to the public. We invite everybody to come. And the instructors is really one of the strong parts of what we do, because they are such good teachers and they are so willing to share, and you can sit down and have lunch with them possibly. Anytime you ask them a question, they're going to bend over backwards to answer your questions. So we've got the 34 classes. Some of them are closed already.
Okay.
The rod building we found out is very, very popular. We limit that to 8 people, but that was filled within the first week and a half that was open. All our real repair maintenance classes, which we call real knowledge for maintenance and repair, those are all filled. So you can't sign up for those anymore, but we certainly have a variety that you can pick from other than those. And I guarantee at the end of the day, I tell everybody this all the time, is I guarantee that when you get done with the day and we're done with all the raffles and everything, you are going to say, hey, that was pretty cool. I'm glad we did that. All right, so now cost. Cost is $35 until March 10th, March 10th, okay. And then it goes up to $45. Kids are $10, that's 17 and under, whenever. Keep in mind that kids, if they're pretty young, I don't know if it's really appropriate to bring them, because we don't have stuff that's designed for kids. Some of them, like my class, if you got a 11 or a 12-year-old kid that's just starting to get into muskie fishing, my class would be a good one for them to take. And there are other classes within the day that they could get something out of. But you're talking guys want to bring a 6, 7, 8-year-old kid. I don't think that's going to be a good thing for the kid. The school, I said, is capped at 300. Now, what do you get for your money? Number 1, you get a catered lunch. Outstanding. This year we're going to have pulled pork and chicken and all the fixings. You also will have access to as much coffee as you want, donuts and muffins when you come in the morning. The raffles. I can't say enough about the raffles. Now, you can see the hat and the shirt that I've got on. Those are the 2 companies that really put the most effort into supplying us with equipment to give away. And if you would see what the total dollar amount is of stuff that we gave away last year, you wouldn't believe it. You say, no, you can't get that much stuff and give it away in a day, but we do. So Abu Garcia and Fenwick and Weston are wonderful sponsors for this thing. They outdo everybody that we've ever come up with against. We have some smaller sponsors like Lakewood Tackle Boxes, where there'll be a Lakewood Tackle Box to give away. Also, if you register by March 1st, you will be in a drawing. We have 3 gift cards to give away. We have a $200 gift card at Dorn Hardware. We have a $100 gift card at Wilderness Fish and Game. And we have a $50 gift card to give away for Cabela's. So that's worth it, and that does get people in, because we have to do a head count for the caterer and all that stuff. We don't need a lot of last-minute scrambles. We do allow, as long as we're under 300, walk-ins the day of. But the nice thing that we have found out the last couple of years since we've done the online registration and that, we have very few walk-ins anymore either. But you are welcome to walk in. All of a sudden, Friday afternoon, your boss talks to you. You were scheduled to work on Saturday, and he comes in, oh, I'm not going to need you on Saturday. Well, come on in anyway. We even give a prize away to the person that comes the furthest to the school. Mm-hmm. Last year, we had somebody from Michigan, came from Michigan. We've had people from Indiana, Wisconsin, of course, Illinois, and Iowa. So we get a pretty good variety of people coming to the show. We contact all the muskie clubs in the upper Midwest. Everybody knows about it. And the thing is, if you're sincere and you're kind of a die-hard muskie guy, you need to do a little preparation beside your equipment to get the start of the season. If you wanted to fish a place you haven't fished before, like a Manitowish chain, well, Bobby Orr and Jerry Jorgensen are going to be teaching that. So before you go up there, why don't you get some information on the place? That can really help you out. Now, we have new classes that have never been offered. All right, we have that Manitowish chain. That's a new class this year. We have filming fishing for beginners taught by Brian Scaife. And he also later on in the day is going to be filming fishing advanced. So if you've already do it a little bit, but you want to get better at it, this guy knows what he's doing. And he'll have some examples of some of the YouTube channel stuff that he does, and it's very well done. I enjoy watching his stuff.
He's good at the GoPros. If you got GoPro questions,
yeah, GoPro. I don't know if that's the brand that he uses, but it's good quality.
He's pretty good on the GoPros.
In the second session, the new classes, there are 3 of them. We have Castle Rock and Petenwell Flowage. That one's filling up quickly, taught by Mike Anderson. We have River Muskies by guide Phil Schweik. He's from up in the north central Wisconsin, and he's very well known up there. I've seen his presentation already at the Capital City meeting last month, and he was excellent. I'm very impressed with what he does. And then Steve Worrell is going to be teaching how to use the internet to help you catch more muskies, and that could be pretty interesting. So if you had a slow lure last year and you thought you did everything right, well, here's something else to put in your arsenal to try to increase your catch. And then in the third session, we have 2 of them. I already mentioned the advanced filming fishing, and we also have Dewey Stewart teaching throwing big rubber and crankbait tips and techniques, and Dewey's classes are filling up quickly, so if you're interested in that, or his other class is titled, if I can find it here quickly, Spinnerbaits / Bucktails Tips and Techniques. Make sure you get your registration in and get signed up for those classes. I do need to mention that we have exclusive offers also. These are available only to people that are attending the Muskie School, and we will have special offers from Echotail, Dorn Hardware, Wilderness Fish and Game, Eagle Pro Sports, which is Gary Legal's real repair and maintenance, And those really, really are, if you want to save some money, that's the way to go.
Okay. Question I got, you haven't talked about is the poolside stuff. You guys do a really good job with your poolside.
We do. We have 3 different pool demonstrations.
Yeah.
We
good.
have Lee Talkin, who obviously is a big name around here, and he will demonstrate some of the baits and how you retrieve them. Obviously, he's good at what he does. And we're going to have Jeff Hansen and his buddy Spildy in there doing their thing. And we also have Steve Worrell in there. And if you sign up for Steve Worrell's pool class, ask him to demonstrate the Suic. I've seen him do that. He can make that thing dance.
I know. That's why I wanted to get to that. He's as good. Yeah, he's really good with it. He's probably been throwing the thing 40 years. So
that
should be good at it.
That's basically it. I want to encourage people to get signed up as soon as you can, so you don't get. If Dewey's class, for example, fills up and you're not going to be able to get in there, you're going to have to make another choice, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But if you really wanted that class, the sooner you sign up for these, the better off you're going to be, and the better head count we're going to have for the food on during lunch.
Another thing I noticed being there, everybody's pretty accessible. If you got questions, you want to talk to somebody,
we do.
Very
Everybody
accessible.
before they leave that day makes out an evaluation of the school, and the thing, the least common denominator that runs through all of those evaluations is the quality of the instructors, what nice people they are, and how accessible they are. They're not trying to keep any secrets from anybody. And if you ask a question, they're going to do their best to answer it.
Right. You got a good bunch. It's a good school. Everything about it,
the facility.
It's really
Waunakee High School. If you've never been to Waunakee High School.
Waunakee, Wisconsin.
Waunakee, Wisconsin, you're not going to find a better facility for doing what we're doing than there. We have the big, huge commons area. We have a side commons where we do the rod building. We have a whole hallway full of classrooms that we do it in. We have the pool, and we have that beautiful PAC. If you don't know what a PAC is, it's a fancy theater is what it is.
It's nice. Nice school over there.
I'm done,
You got
Mike.
it covered?
I'm done.
Mike's up. Mike Duffy, you done well. You done well. So the next one we're going to talk about is the Milwaukee Muskie Expo, which starts on Friday, and it's at the Washington County Fairgrounds.
I'm
and
excited
Mike is
about
the
it.
man because I love this show. I love both the shows, the Chicago show and the Milwaukee show. These are the highlights of my years. So, Mike, introduce yourself and let's talk about the show.
Well, I'm Mike Vesret. Hey, I'm the promoter and organizer for the Milwaukee Muskie Expo coming up. Dan here's my right-hand man, even though he's on my left side. We put on this event once a year in Milwaukee at Washington County Fair Park, which is just a little bit north of Milwaukee, but it's a better, cleaner, nicer venue. Well worth the extra little 20-minute jog out of Milwaukee to come there. Can't say enough about the venue itself. Very clean, very, very accessible. Adequate parking, no charge for parking. That was the other reason kind of why we moved out of there. Every time you turn around, these bigger venues downtown Milwaukee like to charge you $7-10 for parking. They like to charge you, well, for our vendors, even that. I'll give you an example. If our vendor came in and requested electricity at one of the fair parks downtown Milwaukee, it'd be $200 for the weekend just for the electrical charge. So it's a better value for our vendors, which means they're able to present you, the consumer coming through, a better value, give you a better deal on the product that they're presenting. It's just all in all, just a better venue.
Yeah. For people that have been there years past, it was in 2 buildings. I wanted to get to that. It's going to be in 1 building this year, right?
Yeah.
One building.
We've kind of evolved this since I took over 3 years ago. I was handed a 2 different venue type show, which I didn't really think did a good job of really just making sure that we were maximizing and bringing the best for muskie. It was kind of detracting from what we really are, which is the Milwaukee Muskie Expo, which is the largest muskie event in Wisconsin, bar none.
Yep.
We have over 80 vendors, guides, resorts, tackle manufacturers, rods, reels. Duffy will be there with the Triple D gang in the Weston booth. So even if you didn't,
Pure fishing.
I'm sorry, you're going to be in
You'll
Pure
be in
this.
Pure Fishing?
You're
Yeah.
in Pure this year. Okay. So great people, quality guys like Duffy there. Talk to you.
What he does and how you have that set up, Muskie Shop runs one whole aisle. Then you have Pure Fishing. You got Weston. I'm not going to go through everybody you got. And they literally, you can talk about the products, ask about the products. They'll walk you across, and you can purchase that from the Muskie shop. That's one of the really unique setups that I really like. I mean, you guys do a good job with that, Duffy, with just taking care of everybody.
We've got Weston, Daiwa, Pure, Lakewood Products, MEPS, Slammer Tackle, Lakewood Products, and Shimano this year also.
Yeah. Are they going to be on that aisle, or are they going to be across?
No, they're going to be right across from
Okay,
from
nice.
Raleigh.
Okay, and that's nice because you look at it, ask about it, talk about it, and you walk right across the aisle and you can purchase it. That's a kind of a unique situation. Something else this morning, Doug Wagner had a video that he let go on his Doug Wagner Fishing YouTube channel, which he's going to be giving away a trip to someone, a 6-hour guided trip between, and he explained.
Wait a second. Are we eligible to win?
Yeah, I'm going to sign up. I'm signing up for the thing because you got to look at a Thorne Brothers rod or whatever. Don't worry, I'm going to put my name in the hat.
Okay, good.
Trust me on that one. But he did that this morning. I watched that this morning. And another thing I want to mention to the guys that are friends that are doing YouTube is I used to comment on everybody's, but I watch them on TV now. So I don't get to comment like I used to, and I wish that I could somehow because I'm watching everybody's videos, and they're really nice what everybody in the show is doing between, what Jeff is doing with Team Rhino and what today's angler, what all the guys that are in the show are doing with their YouTube channels. But Doug did this morning. I didn't get a chance to comment, but I wanted to say,
but that's
he's
also
giving
who's
a trip
going
away.
That's also who's going to be at this event. I mean, you're going to see Mike Keys. He's there all 3 days.
Oh, Mike is such a good guy.
You're going to see Doug Wagner. You're going to see Lake Tauk, and you're going to see Robbie. You're going to see,
Brian with today's angler. I mean, all the guys are going to be there. I know that the guys that I do a lot with, Burnin' Eights, they're going to be there. Those guys are there at the show walking around talking to everybody. So a lot of the guys that you watch on YouTube that have to do with muskie fishing, you're going to see them walking around in the show if they're not already at the... Well, and then... Forrest Huseth that fishes with Doug up in Lake of the Woods. He's going to have a booth with Doug, with Sims, with that whole deal there. So it's really I love the Milwaukee show. I love the Chicago show, and the Milwaukee show is so unique in itself too.
And that's about it. I mean, it's just a full weekend, full on, all muskie, all in the one building, all one admission.
Yeah, and
come join us.
They're all our friends. Everybody's our friends there, and everybody that comes through is a customer.
And
so
as we know, nobody comes to see us.
No,
but they do come.
Don't want them to.
But Duffy wants to jump in and add something.
Duffy's got to do. Get in here, Duffy. Let him know.
This just came to mind as I'm sitting there listening to Mike's spiel. I'm a past president of the Hara Fishing Club in Madison, and we have kind of a unique situation this year. On March 11th at the VFW on Cottage Grove Road, we are going to have Jeremy Smith from Lindner's Angling Edge come in, and he's going to talk about muskie fishing and bass fishing. And he's also we're going to sell raffle tickets that night only for a half-day trip with Jeremy on probably the species of your choice. So
that's at the VFW on Cottage Grove Road.
7 o'clock.
Will that be guided in the Milwaukee or Madison Chain of Lakes, or where would that trip be?
Probably not. You're going to have to probably go to Minnesota.
Go to Minnesota
to get that.
To Jeremy. That's what
if I win it, I'm there.
He's in Minnesota. He's way up in Minnesota.
But that is really a unique situation. Right now, we're planning on having a lot of people show up for this, and we're going to need a lot more chairs there. We're after going to do that. But I just thought I'd let everybody.
Job.
No, that's also a nice venue for 200 to 300 people. I mean, you can fit 200 people, and they're very comfortable.
That's March 11th at 7 o'clock at the VFW on Cottage Grove Road in Madison.
Nice. Thanks, Duffy.
Thanks, Duffy. Exactly.
With that, did we cover our bases?
Well, and everything can be found on our website, muskieexpo.com. All you have to do is click on that.
I guess I didn't do my
Milwaukee.
homework here because I should have that where we could run that across the screen.
Didn't have mine either.
I screwed up. I screwed up on both of them.
We'll cut you some slack, Dan. It's a snowy day. We've all been
it
shoveling
snowed all
here.
day today.
Yeah.
It snowed all day. So
It's all good.
we've had a winter day. With that, are we going to say goodbye? Oh,
Goodbye.
I got to do my spiel. We need subscribers. We've got a couple of firearms vendors on board. We've got a bunch more that are coming on board. I'm looking for subscribers to our Outdoor Trade Show Network, to our TV network, and I'm looking for everybody in this outdoor world. So I'm looking for subscribers. I'm looking for vendors. We got all kinds of stuff going on.
I forgot the big one.
Oh, Young's.
Yeah, Young's 5-day trip.
Okay.
That's a free raffle.
That's a free raffle, and
and
Lax's.
Lax always does a reproduction too.
They do, and man, it's worth going just to see what they do.
So
You know, it's nice. It's
all the vendors
It's a
are on
good
our
show,
website, muskieexpo.com. Thank you, Dan, very much. Thank you, Duffy.
Thanks everybody, and
Have a good night.
what else? Are we good?
See you,
We cover everything.
See you next Friday.
Thanks everybody.
That's awesome. Short and